What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Uber Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So we got update information. So it's been brought to my attention that Top Rank wants to make an explosive fight that I like. Top Rank wants to make former WBO lightweight world champion, undefeated superstar boxer, Keyshawn the Businessman Davis. 15 wins, no loss, no draw, 10 wins by way of knockout. They want his debut. Get this now. They want Keyshawn's debut at 147. Okay? They want his debut at 147. Not against Devin Haney. Okay? They want Keyshawn Davis's debut at 147 because he struggled to make weight at 140. He's admitted that making weight is not for him, right? So Top Rank wants Keyshawn the Businessman Davis to fight another explosive fighter, a former world champion, a knockout artist who just made his comeback and got a victory under his belt, in Brian Norman Jr., who is 29 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 23 wins by way of knockout. Brian Norman Jr., 25 years of age now. He just beat Josh Wagner, stopped him in the second round after coming off a loss to Devin Haney. So Top Rank wants Keyshawn to come back and make his debut at 147, but they want him to do it against Brian Norman Jr. Now, Keyshawn is in debt to Top Rank because of the debacle that took place where he was supposed to fight Edwin De Los Santos in his hometown, North Virginia. He missed weight by 4.5 pounds. The fight got canceled. They lost money, etc., etc. Then he had the altercation in the back with Nair Albright. So he just had the rematch with Nair Albright in Norfolk, Virginia. And apparently Top Rank is not satisfied, right? Because it didn't sell well. It didn't sell well because the city of Norfolk, Virginia just wasn't, sold anymore. They were disappointed. So now Top Rank wants him to fight Brian Norman Jr. Keyshawn admitted that they forced the Nair Albright, and he didn't want it. He wanted Oscar Duarte. He wanted somebody else he mentioned in Devin Haney, right? But he said that Top Rank pushed him to make this fight. So that's why he had this fight. Top Rank already has plans. Now, Devin the Dream Haney called out Keyshawn, said Debo Dev is going to hunt Keyshawn Davis, right? The question is Top Rank going to allow it because Keyshawn is under contract with Top Rank? Devin is a network promotional free agent. He can move how he wants. If Top Rank feels like Keyshawn is still in debt to them, right, and they don't want to spend that much money, they just want to recoup money, whatever their thought pattern is, right? They're not interested in the Devin Haney fight right now. So now if they force Keyshawn to fight Brian Norman Jr., which is a big fight, man, listen, I more than love that fight. I want to see that fight for sure. I more than want and open to see Keyshawn fight Brian Norman Jr. That's explosive. I love that fight. I love the idea of that fight, right? So if that's what Top Rank want, what is Keyshawn going to do? Can he force their hand? Like he said, they was pushing him to fight Nair Albright, a fight he didn't want to have, but he had to have it because Top Rank pushed it. They pushed the narrative. He kept saying, this ain't personal. I ain't got nothing personal against him. They pushing the narrative and the storyline that this is personal. and it's not personal, right? He clearly was frustrated with the situation. Does he have the power and the ability to tell him, listen, I'm not fighting Brian Norman Jr., I want Devin Haney? Or does he have to roll with the punches again? That's the question. But again, Keyshawn can't go wrong fighting Brian Norman Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brian Norman Jr. is a top-ranked fighter. Keyshawn can't go wrong there. Top Rank probably look at the situation with Devin Haney like, if you lose to Devin Haney, we got no return on our investment when your stock was at its highest. And maybe they don't want to do that. Not yet. Right? This fight for Top Rank is perfect because they both top-ranked fighters. If Keyshawn beats Brian Norman, his stock goes up. If Brian Norman beats Keyshawn, his stock goes up. They're in a win-win situation. If Keyshawn fights Keyshawn fights Devin Haney and loses to Devin Haney, Top Rank just loses again. Do y'all understand? Because Devin Haney's not signed to them. So they don't benefit from Devin Haney beating Keyshawn. Outside of Keyshawn getting a title opportunity. At best, it's a 50-50 fight, and Top Rank is looking at the situation. And if he loses, where does that leave us? It's a business, and he owes us. He's in debt to us. But let's see if he got the power to push and say, listen, I want Devin Haney next, and only Devin Haney. But again, Keyshawn versus Brian Norman Jr., man, listen, that's a fight made in heaven for fight fans, in my opinion. Let me know what y'all think, man. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, or one word, I'm gone. Peace.